Welcome back to the fourth installment of The Shaft. My name's Diego, and I'm co-hosting with Michael.
Hello, guys.
And guest starring today is Bobby
Yeah.
and Jeremiah.
Hey.
No, you're rape. Okay, does anyone want to start us off with a topic?
Okay, so I'll start off. I'll start us off here, man. Okay, so let's talk about like conspiracy theories. Feel me?
Yo, like the moon landing?
Yeah.
Nah, bro, I totally believe the moon landed. Like for real.
Yeah.
Nah, bro,
Yeah,
that's
but like,
for
Like,
sure.
have you guys
That's
seen
for
yo,
that?
sure.
Have you guys seen
I
that
looked it
College
up.
Humor video? Like, where it is like proven that it would be harder to fake it.
Yeah.
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 Because like
Like,
the
how are
technology
you
of that
supposed
day.
to? Yeah, in the 70s,
Yeah.
60s, like, what do you mean? How are you supposed to fake that?
Oh,
Bro,
speaking
wasn't
of the
like
moon landing, bro. So like, you know Dwight Eisenhower, right? He was the president, right? At like before that happened, he created NASA, right? He created the whole thing, bro. He created NASA,
uh
but he died like 3 months before the moon landing, bro. Rip,
That must suck.
rip. And then JFK got all the credit for it, bro. What the hell?
bro, JFK got shot.
I mean, I never got shot before. That sounds pretty
That's what
rough,
he
bro.
deserves.
Don't
Karma.
diss your president.
Carmen.
All right, conspiracy theories.
Alright, so here's one I thought about so much in like 6th grade.
In sixth grade.
Is Obama a lizard?
Dude, bro, do you
I was
guys,
so dumb. But I was
do you
like,
guys,
okay, continue.
do you guys know that there's a dinosaur called an Obamagon?
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Oh.
Have you seen the
It's
picture?
and it's a reptile. It's a lizard. It's literally a lizard.
What the heck?
So I think Obama is a lizard. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
You guys seen
I
the
mean-
Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna happen. You know, where he turns everybody to lizards.
Yeah, the guy turned.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
That
that'd
movie
be
sucks.
crazy.
Just turns everyone into lizards. That's great.
But like, how could someone be a lizard and be a president?
That'd be so sick, bro.
Yeah, but like I was thinking, like no like high like royalty. They don't like black people. You feel me? And like they were okay with Obama, but like
That's kind of fact,
I
bro.
mean,
I mean, is it really a coincidence that Hillary lost?
oh,
What?
hmm.
Maybe she wasn't supposed to lose.
Wait, what?
Maybe
What
the
if, like-
prophecy is that
What if-
she would win, but then Obama
What if, like,
said,
what if Russia was like, yo, no, you know what I'm saying? And then just
I just put the switch. Yeah.
What if we're like in a Cold War right now? We don't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
But it's kind of like a technology war, you know,
Yeah.
What
like
if like
exposing
yo,
each other country.
just like the like I said, Infinity War? You remember? They were in Wakanda and like normal people didn't even know it was happening, bro. They didn't know there was a war.
Actually.
And then everyone just like started disappearing. That must have been crazy.
I know, but you guys seen Ant-Man and the Wasp? Probably not.
No.
Bro, but
I
okay,
haven't.
I wanted
okay.
to.
This is not like really a spoiler at all, but like in the end credit scene, right? The Ant-Man, he's like going someplace and he gets trapped down there. And like the people that are supposed to get him out, like this must have been happened like at the same time Thanos snapped because they like you could see the dust of them, bro. It was crazy.
Oh dang.
That's whack, bro.
Yeah.
That's whack.
so he
I
was
wonder what
like
they're gonna
stuck
do.
super small.
When you guys were watching Infinity War, like okay, so I watched it like the day it came out, so like I didn't really like the memes weren't a thing yet, right? So when I was watching it, they were talking about at the beginning. They were talking about if he has all the six stones, then he could snap and get rid of the half the population of the world. I thought that was just like a metaphor as to what he could actually do, not like he was actually gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He actually snapped? What? That's weird.
That'd be so
Should've
sick. If that
aimed
was
for
real,
the
bro.
head.
Should aim for the head. Bro, why did he aim for the head? God damn it.
He's like,
Damn it,
What?
Tom.
Like, how
Bro.
would they? Like, okay, so they didn't die, right? What are they gonna do in like the next like Infinity War?
All right, here's my conspiracy theory.
no,
right?
I have a question. I
No,
have a
he's not
question.
dead. He's still
Bro,
alive.
no, not.
I know,
I
I
have
know,
a
I
que-
know.
Yo. So, dude. What if instead of like, what if instead of it's like 6 Infinity Stones? What if it's like not a gauntlet, but it's like a do rag? Feel me?
Yo,
And then he's like,
yo.
he like, and then when he takes off his do rag, it just like 50% of the population goes. You know?
What if
And
people,
then,
like,
like,
right? It blinds
Yo,
half the population.
Thor's like, wave check. He's like, you should have aimed for the head. Feel me?
Yeah.
And
Thanos?
like you know when they were trying to take off the gauntlet, right? And then like
Yeah.
yeah. What if instead of trying to take the gauntlet off, they're trying to unwrap his like do rag? Feel me?
Yo.
That's facts.
It's like Mahone. It's like Mahone. You know how he gets hella mad when he doesn't touch his do rag?
Alright, I got a conspiracy theory.
Alright, what's up?
Alright, so as I was saying, right? So in the 1800s, there was an author that wrote a book about a character named Baron Trump, and he had a secret, like time traveling lab, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he had a mentor, and the mentor's name was Donald Trump, and all this stuff is taking place in Russia, right? And after the end of that book, it's kind of left like a cliffhanger to end it as he's time traveling, and then the next book is The Last President, and it talks about how Donald Trump becomes president. It's crazy.
But like it was like published before.
Yeah, like it was
Damn.
published. The Last President was published in the year 1900.
Damn, it's like that's like The Simpsons, you know? Like they're always like predicting
Yeah.
the future.
Wait, did they actually like? Are those like real things?
No, those are
Like,
actual
they
things,
actually
like for real.
That's crazy. How does that even
There's a Simpsons thing where it was Donald Trump going down an escalator,
Yeah.
and in the background,
Yeah.
you could see like the
Person
It was
sign.
like the
drops.
exact same
Exact.
place.
Like, yeah, it was. That's crazy. Like,
Mhm.
they did it so many times in 9 too.
Yo,
Mm-hmm.
they really be out here, bro. Yo, what if
What if
like
they what if there's actual like time travelers?
That'd be sick, bro.
that's crazy. But like here's my logic, right? Sometimes I'll be just sitting around and like I'm thinking about that. What if time travel is actually real someday? So I'm thinking I'm sitting here. I'm like, okay, if time travel is real, I'm gonna go back at this moment and prove it's real. But like it never happens. So I'm hella
But what if you
upset.
die early? What if that's why?
I
Because
know,
like, you die
but
early.
then
You know?
then I'm thinking like, okay, I'm gonna write that on a piece of paper, pass it down to my kids. You know?
Mm.
But like I keep thinking it never happens.
But why would you don't have any kids?
What if you die in a car crash in like the next year?
And that's why you don't have a like the time travel
Okay,
didn't
then you
come.
guys
know,
do it.
feel
You
me?
guys do it right now. Think about it so hard.
No, that's weird.
No, that's crazy.
I'm just gonna
But it's
forget
just,
it
like,
by
you
tomorrow.
just close your eyes, think super hard, just like an older you pops up right in front of your face. Time travel
I'm
is
so
real.
scared.
Yo, guys, I'm under my
I was
mattress right
screwed.
now.
That's kind of good. That's like some good like recording studio.
Yo, I'm under my mattress. You guys feel me?
Yeah, like there's no echo.
Yeah, because I'm under two mattresses. I'm between two mattresses, like a sandwich. Feel me?
Wow, that's crazy.
This is pretty comfortable, actually, bro.
Makes me want to eat you or something. I don't know.
What? I'm getting out of here, bro. Yo, let me.
All right. So my theory on Infinity War, right, is that when Thanos snapped, right, afterwards
Yeah.
he went to like this lake or like this area, right? It looked like a lake, and like
Mhm.
Gamora was there, Child Gamora, and she was like, "What did it cost?" He was like, "Everything," but like they confirmed that that place was inside the Soul Stone. So I feel like everybody who's
Yeah.
like disintegrated is inside the Soul Stone, and can like be
Oh,
reversed within a snap. You know?
true. Yeah.
What if
Didn't he,
what if Iron
didn't
Man
he
gets the
kill
gauntlet?
Gamora though?
Yeah, he did. That's she's in the Soul Stone because like remember she like fell
Yeah.
across that place.
Yeah,
He had to
yeah.
sacrifice her to get the Soul Stone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Rip all the people who haven't watched Infinity War. If you haven't watched Infinity War, you deserve to die though. So
Yeah. It's been
It's
out
been
on
out for
Netflix for
so
a while.
long.
yeah,
Freaking Jaden or Jordan.
Jordan. Yeah, it's
Oh,
on Netflix. Just go watch it. Seriously.
it's
Just watch it.
literally on Netflix. Oh,
I don't know a life where I didn't have Netflix. You know?
yo,
I don't
I
know a
don't.
life that didn't have like Wi-Fi or like a phone.
Yeah, what
Yo, I
is?
literally, I don't have Wi-Fi at my house, dude.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a
he has
big
data.
rip.
He has data though. Ass data.
No, my
Yeah.
data is so ass. It resets on the 3rd,
That's sick.
right? Let's go. I can't
Hey,
wait.
but you know what really shapes today's world, bro? 9/11. Like
What?
for real. Like why do we have all these
Yeah.
lockdowns if it wasn't for 9/11? You know what I'm saying?
Well, school shootings.
Yeah, and 9/11 like provoked the like it made people realize, oh crap, we're in danger.
hmm
Like,
Like
And
it
we're
was such
vulnerable
a
to
safe world
attacks.
until then.
at our school, we have like so many lockdown drills and like fire
I
alarm drills
know.
that like
Yeah.
people are gonna think like it's like gonna be a drill and it's
It's
gonna
a
be the real
joke,
thing.
and there's actually
Yeah.
someone shooting.
Yeah, actually,
That's actually like that's like crying
that's
wolf, you
creepy
know?
to think about.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like crying wolf. It's like we did it so
hmm
many times fake and now it actually happened, we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it like 3 times in one day.
I know.
It's crazy.
Bro,
Literally, there's gonna be a fire, and they're gonna be like, stay inside the classroom, and then the whole freaking school explodes.
they
Yeah.
literally tell us to wait. But like that's good. That's like good cuz like if there's a school shooter, they want us to be all outside, you know?
Yeah, that's what
Yo,
that's what it's for.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yo,
smart.
I don't know why this is kind of weird, but like I feel like if there was a school shooter, it'd be like kind of fun. Feel me?
Wait a
Fun?
That's no. What do you mean?
No, no, no.
Like all
I mean,
pumped up
like,
Kickstart playing?
yeah, no, like when
Oh,
we escape, when we're like running to the closest person's house, we're kind of like, yo, that shit was like fun. Feel me? Like we're like sneaking around and shit.
the adrenaline rush.
Yeah, like
Like we see like 5 people die in front of us. We're like, yo, this shit's lit.
no.
It's so fucked up.
That's terrible.
Last man standing.
Speaking to school shootings,
It's a
changing the
battle royale
subject.
at school.
Wait, what's that about?
Anyone have like near-death experiences?
I almost drowned. But like I didn't.
Same.
So like
When I was like,
okay, so you guys know what a
go
levee
you
is,
first,
right?
you
You
first.
guys know what a levee is? It's like a walkway that's near a river, but like the walkway is like kind of elevated above it, but it's still like natural land. So like
Yeah.
my dad. Okay, so this is gonna sound really. This is gonna be complicated to say, but like um, so it was my dad in the front, right, on either a roller skates or a bike, right? And I think he was on a bike. He was on a bike, right? And behind him was like one of those things that like it's like a you put kids in it. Like it's
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's like a behind basket, you know? It has wheels on it.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
drags
We know.
behind the bike, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And behind that was my sister on roller skates. Um
Yeah.
like tied to the thing, right? So we're all connected, right? My sister falls. My sister falls, and since we're all connected, she starts dragging us to the floor. So like my dad stops immediately, right? He uncables it, like ties. What? You're like breathing in your mic
Jeremy
really hard.
breathing.
No, that's
Jeremy, you're
Mike.
breathing.
That's Mike.
What? Yeah,
That's
that
you,
was
bro.
me. Yeah, I know.
Alright, but
Blame it
there
on
was
me.
so he unties us and stuff. And he goes to help my sister. She like tends her wounds. But then me and my brother in the basket, right? It keeps going, right? It keeps going, and it starts going towards the river, right? And we're stuck in here because it's like zipper. I'm like 4 years old. I don't know how to work it. So like it starts going down, bro. starts rolling down, and the only thing that stopped us from drowning, bro, was a rock that stopped us from like
Man,
going straight in.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's kind of crazy.
so I almost drowned too, but it's like not even close to as exciting as that one. Like I was like a stupid little kid, and I wanted to go in the pool when no parents were around. So I
Bruh.
jumped in, and I didn't know how to swim. I just started drowning. And good thing, like over at my friend's house, and like good thing the dad came out and like ran over and dove in the
Damn.
pool and got me.
That guy
I
Yo,
was
deserves
I
like,
have
it,
I
bro.
remember I was fucking crisscross applesauce drowning down there.
a near death experience.
Alright.
So I wasn't it was at my old apartments again, you know, and so basically it was when I was fifth grade. I hanged out with a bunch of like kind of like older people, right? It'd be like climbing stuff, and we climbed onto the top of the 2-story apartment, right? So it's pretty high up, right? And there's a tile, and it like broke off, and I almost like fell off the roof, dude. It's scary. Feel me?
Mm,
That's scary,
Yeah, that's
bro.
yeah, that's
some crazy
crazy.
stuff.
Alright, so this isn't
Ye-
really like a near death experience, but like if it was me, I would have just died instead of doing this. But like, okay, so in like I think it was in fifth grade, right? Oh, it's fifth grade as Michael. But like fifth grade,
Mm.
um, back at my old school, there's this family, the Ramirezes, that would come to our house after school because like they live far away, so and their parents work, so they would just come to our house after school, right?
Mhm.
And so it's Armando and Genevieve that come over to our house and stay for a little bit, and then so
Mm.
we come home and Genevieve goes and takes a fat dump, right? And so there's two toilets, but like my mom, it's the other one's my mom's. So and she doesn't really like it when we go in there, right? And use it. So like my brother, he's like, I had to take a poo poo, but the bathroom's taken. And then I'm like, just wait, bro, just wait. And then he's like, no, I really need to go. I'm like, just use mommy's, just use mommy's, right? And then he's
Yeah.
like, no, she doesn't like that. She doesn't like that. And so he he goes to the backyard, right? Pulls down his pants, does a squat, and poops in the backyard, bro.
Wow, you couldn't
And
wait.
yeah, when my mom came home, she's like, "Go pick it up."
Alright,
Mm.
I got one. Near death. Actually, I'm gonna do two.
Yeah.
Okay, so first one, gonna go back to kindergarten, and I still use the little floaties when I'm swimming,
Oh
right?
yeah, yeah.
And I go over to my aunt and uncle's new house, and I tell my mom that I didn't need the floaties, and I really did need them. So I was walking around the pool with their big German Shepherd, and I'm like super little, right? Someone throws a tennis ball into the pool. The dog pulls me in with it, and I
Damn,
just sink all the way to the bottom.
bro. You know what that
And
reminds me
then,
of? Blackfish, bro. You
yeah,
guys seen Blackfish?
Mm-mm.
You guys haven't seen Blackfish?
no.
It's about the orcas at SeaWorld being mistreated, and like
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
one of the orcas, like it's because it was like confined in an area that it was uncomfortable in. Like the trainer was like riding it, and then the orca bites onto the trainer and drags him all the way down to the bottom of the pool
Oh
and
yeah,
stays
I
there
heard about that.
and just stays there, and the trainer almost died.
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
You guys should watch Blackfish. It's on Netflix.
Alright.
Have you
Well,
guys watched Hacksaw Ridge?
Sounds
I've
familiar.
heard of it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Explain it. Yo, so basically, it's like a war movie, right? And it's about World War II. And there's this guy. He joins the army, but he does. And this is like a true story. This is a true story. and he refuses to like pick up a gun or use a gun or anything. So he was like a medic, and he didn't have a gun on him or anything. So for the whole war, he like survived the whole war, and he saved like 300 and like something people, dude. He saved hella people, and he didn't have a single gun. He didn't shoot or use a single gun.
What's that noise? Jeremy? Michael?
That's not me.
Michael? You're like making weird tapping noises.
Yeah, that was me. My bad. Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, bro.
Was a movie?
It's like a true story too.
He joined the military, refused to pick up a weapon. What the heck?
Yeah, he wanted to like.
Why
He's
not
like,
just be a doctor?
Why didn't he just be a doctor fast?
because it was against.
Because it was.
Feel me? Against his
Against
religion to use weapons.
Why did you join the?
Why'd he just?
Because
was,
he wanted
like,
to help
forced
people,
you?
bro.
Why didn't he just get his like?
Yeah,
medical
I think he
degree?
was. What?
Why didn't he just be a real doctor?
Because, bro, he wanted to help people in action. Feel me? Like it's like a school shooting, dude.
Okay.
I was like the school shooting, Michael.
What?
Well, like, because he has such an adrenaline rush and he doesn't have a gun. He's shooting.
Yo,
How many schools?
that was fun. I want to have.
Michael goes to like sketchy schools just for the rush.
Bro, I feel like
I like
ghetto
that.
schools are like more safe than non-ghetto schools. Feel me?
I feel like that's kind of right. I feel like that's kind of right.
Have you heard of a school shooting at a ghetto school?
Like,
No.
honestly,
Have you heard
not
of a
really.
normal shooting at a,
What?
around like a ghetto school? Around the ghetto school? Cause like
No, just in the ghetto, like a school shooting.
No, like they wouldn't go with the intent to kill possible. And like you don't see like ghetto people doing school shootings. It's all our rich, privileged white kids.
Yeah,
mhm.
that's kind of facts. But like, to be honest though, like, there's this really sus kid in my first period. I think he's gonna shoot the school.
You better be friends with him.
What's his? Yeah, you have to be friends with the dude.
I know he's like really white, really short. He's like black hair. And
Is
he's,
he
like,
like
the way he
is
talks,
he super
bro.
pale?
Yeah, he's super pale. He has like
He's
kinda
like really
curly
skinny
hair.
too.
Yeah, he's really skinny.
Yeah, he's in my PE.
Bro,
Oh
he's
my
hella
god,
sus.
he scares me sometimes.
That's like a funny. He's like a sketch.
I know. No, he was
Oh my
talking
God.
about. He was talking about. He like I overheard him. He's like, "Want me to bring my AR-15?" And I was like, "What?"
Yo.
Oh.
I was so ready for the school shooting that being rally.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
was dude. We were like not even close to like the exit. You know what I'm saying? We were like in the middle of the freak
Yeah.
bleachers.
Yeah.
I would like do a Wolfgang, bro, and go through the bleachers. Feel me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I
Look
remember
down
that.
through.
Bro, Wolfgang really at PE. He was in the bleachers and he really went under them, bro. Like and climbed on the
Yeah.
beams.
He like risked his life for the show.
And remember when like the one of the beams broke?
Oh yeah, I unscrewed
Yo.
the beam and he almost used it. I was like, no, don't. He almost used it as a support, bro. That was like hella
He almost
scary.
died. He almost
If I
died.
was responsible for his death, bro.
I could never live that. Like you're responsible.
Yeah, but like, isn't that mercy killing? Nah. Were you guys pro euthanasia or anti euthanasia?
Pro.
Pro.
It was easier.
All the way.
Well, I don't know. There's like a. I feel like
I mean,
that's a
Yo, I
debate in
have a-
itself, bro.
Yo, you know, like that snowstorm, bro, out in Chicago area.
Sugar go,
Mhm.
yeah.
You feel me? You feel me? So basically, like some like homeless people like they sleep outside, and they found like 15 like dead homeless frozen people. Feel me?
Damn, like
It's like negative like 50 degrees out there, and they're like freezing on the streets, dying. You feel me?
that's like, bro. I
That-
wonder how it is to freeze.
that's
to
a
death.
bigger.
Bro, they like Apple should donate all the money they make off AirPods to like Chicago.
To Chicago.
No, you know what?
Yeah, that's a great investment.
You know why Bill Gates and all them, like Jeff Bezos, are like really donating hella money, it's because they say that like they couldn't even spend all the money if they tried, like for real, for real. And
Yeah,
that's
Honestly,
crazy.
I
impossible.
could.
Yeah. So okay, here right now, if you got $2 million, would that solve all your problems?
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
If I got $2,000, I would solve all my problems.
Yes.
Yeah. Those questions for English. Like,
$100 would be like, oh man, that's great.
yeah, I would take 100.
I feel like
Dude, if someone tried giving me $1,000, I wouldn't even take it, bro. Feel-
if you wouldn't take like
it's against my
$1,000 from someone as a
It's
gift,
against my religion.
like you just really hate yourself.
It's against my religion to steal this money.
Bro, remember when we went to see Venom with Connor?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and Connor's mom took us, right? And we went to the movie theaters. And then she bought us all like popcorn, bought us all a drink.
Yeah.
Bobby was like,
Yeah.
please take this. And she's like, that is not needed. And then like
Yeah.
she bought all our tickets.
I tried
It
to
was
give her
so
money.
much
She's
money
like,
too.
Yeah, and then
no.
the guy who was like, bro, whose mom is that? I was like, that was my mom. And then he was like, she straight up just dropped $80 on that. And I was
How
like,
much?
damn,
Yeah.
$80
I was like trying to give her money.
I know Bobby was trying to give her money.
Yeah, she
bro.
won't take
She
any.
was like, no.
I mean,
She seemed like she was mad at me for trying to give her the
Literally,
money.
like she's like, are you calling me poor? And she really took us to
Yeah,
Panda,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, guys, I have a question for you.
What's up?
So, what's your favorite like fast food restaurant of all time?
I like In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Oh,
Yo.
In-N-Out?
Yeah.
Duh.
Is that
Yeah,
it?
In-N-Out.
Everyone just said
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out's
Okay,
kind of
you
expensive,
know-
TBH.
Yeah. You know,
Like
you know how,
the
like, some
patties on the
TVs
burgers are so small.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. It feels like
Yeah.
it
I like
feels
the
You like
sauce, bro.
small things in your
Oh,
mouth.
yeah.
That's all you like.
And the shakes. And the
Bro,
fries.
remember when we had that rally
He
and
was
people
like,
and the guy was like,
dip it in
so you guys
smoothie.
like
Yeah.
so you
I
guys
thought-
dip your
I
fries
thought-
in smoothie and everyone's just going. I thought that rally was about like
I
This-
know
was about,
that rally
like,
was
the baby
so
doll.
whack.
And then just like a comedian. The fuck?
He was like,
and then
leave it better how you found it. Like,
Yeah.
what?
and then you know what they do? They do it like next time if they found a baby doll, they'll be like, leave it better than we found it. And then they like cut off its head, bro, and cut off its feet
What? Why would they do that?
because they have to leave it better if they found it. Feel me?
That's weird. That's really weird. Man, that's hella dumb. People got suspended for not telling about it. Like,
Actually?
That's
yeah.
so dumb.
People got suspended for not telling people.
I wonder what they wrote on their student log. Like they put suspended for not telling racism
Isn't that wait?
acts.
Hold up. I'll be right back. You guys talk.
Mic
What?
off.
What? Okay, well, shoot.
Anyone got a
Next topic.
subject?
Next topic.
All right,
Mic
I'm
on.
back. I'm
Yeah.
back.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay, so
No, it's picking
I
up.
was reading through the planner like on the first day of school, right? Like before school started. I was like, I want to get familiar with the school before I get into it, right? And
Yeah.
I was reading, and it says we have student rights, right? And I feel like
Yeah.
like the right to remain silent is like one of them. I'm pretty sure. And that's like an amendment too.
That's one of your Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
right.
right
But
to-
like we don't have Miranda rights. We're minors.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
don't have
true.
Miranda rights. We have the right to shut the hell up.
You're on arrest. You have the right to shut the hell up. I'm just looking through here trying to find my student rights.
Hey
What's
there,
the
big
movie
girl.
that
Okay.
guys so excited for it to come out?
It
I'm
says
excited
students have the right to be heard. The right to
No, they don't.
right to an education. Full use of class time. The right to fair, consistent, and respectful treatment by staff members and other students.
Bro, honestly,
Oh, what the heck?
wait,
The right
what?
to a hearing before penalty is imposed. Like, if you're like, why am I getting in trouble? Like, that's your right.
Yeah, like when Jeremy, remember when we got in trouble for the soccer thing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just tell me it's my student rights that you have to tell me what I did.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like we should have said that. What did we do specifically? Because they
Yeah,
had nothing
okay.
on individual people.
Like at the time, I thought like it was a team punishment, so I was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I'll take it." And then I realized after like we were doing practice that it was only us five. And I'm so
Can you guys explain that
confused.
for the podcast, please?
Okay, so we were at a game. Me and Jeremy were supposed to go to practice, but we didn't.
Soccer practice.
Soccer practice, and we stayed at the game. Because all that was just like a meeting. So we just stayed at the girls' soccer game, and we were chilling there. And then Colby and Connor came, right? We were chilling. And then the rest of the team comes with the coach. And Jack McConnell and Gino were getting a little mad at each other. Start saying some words in front of the parents, right? So they took pictures of everybody and said that everyone was using those words. And then like the coach saw the pictures and like he could only point out certain people apparently, and he pointed out all like us five. So
Damn.
everyone went into the impression in the meeting that everyone in the team would get in trouble because like everyone was there. And how did some people get in trouble because they like didn't even do anything?
Mhm.
It was so whack, but like the vice principal said that Jeremy admitted to doing the thing, and Jeremy
Yeah.
didn't talk the whole time.
Damn.
Dude.
Yeah.
I got interrogated once
You got interrogated
By-
Interrogated?
by Miss Carter. And then
Yo, I have a story. I actually have a
yeah, okay,
story.
what's up? What's up?
It's pretty bad. Okay, so you know those little propane little things? They're like
Yeah.
little like cartridges. You know how they like explode in the sunlight kind of if they're like under like super hot metal or something for a long time?
Wait, what are you talking about? I
Yeah.
thought like those gas tanks, like propane
No, not the
tanks.
huge ones, but like for like airsoft guns that take like those little carbon.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You know, and you know how they explode under like really like huge heat. You know what I'm saying? Like
Sure,
if there's like
sure.
it's like super hot and like metal's like touching it, that metal would like make it explode.
All right.
So basically, me and my buddy Max, bro, me and Max like such great friends in my old apartments. Oh my god, every old apartments. Okay, so I'm like I'm like 7, bro, and he's like 8. He's older than me, 8 or 9. Me and him are hanging out, and then so we find one of these things like under a tree. We're like, oh shoot, bro, because we like read it and said may explode under like massive amount of heat. Oh shoot, we gotta hide this. So we're like, bro, where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna go? So we go to like the huge, you know, like apartments, like huge ass trash cans, like those like ginormous
Oh
ass
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
Not the ones that roll around, but they're like stay put. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like fucking like huge. So, and this garbage is full at the time, right? And it's like a summer day, bro. It's hella hot outside. Like, oh my god, bro, it's gonna explode. So we dig a little hole under the trash can, right? And then we leave it. We leave it. A couple hours later, the only thing we hear is an explosion. We're like, yo, what the hell was that? So, and then like 20 minutes later, like 7 fire trucks come to the apartment. We look at the garbage can, and the whole garbage can is on freaking
What
fire,
the
dude.
hell?
It's literally, and we're looking, and it's on fire. It's like the whole apartment's there. And then my friend that was older than me, he snitched me out and said I did it. So I got in trouble. The police came to my house, bro, and they're like asking me why I did it. And like the whole, like I looked at the window, that shit was like literally on fire, dude. It was so like fucking scary.
Yo, you guys know on Discord Jeremy's picture? That was straight up my reaction.
Yeah, so that whole trash can got on fire. It was pretty funny.
That's it was pretty funny. It was like a school
Yeah.
shooting.
It was like a school shooting, bro.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool though. It was like a big campfire.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember time like
Yo,
Bobby, Johnny, and like Amir were up at Barrett,
Yeah.
and like we were like climbing on the containers and like stuff to do like trick shots on the basketball hoop. And this like old lady with her dog called the police on us, and like she came and was like, "Get off the property," and we all like had to pack up and leave, and then me and Bobby went to back to his house. We had like the dry ice like bomb thing, and like it exploded
Sounds
like
like
hella loud.
gunshots.
Yeah, it hella loud. The same officer came by the house and like drove hella slow, like staring us down. I was so
Yeah.
scared.
Like we set off like 3 of them, and then after that we waited a little bit, and then the police officer comes by. He's driving like 2 miles an hour past my house, looking at it.
Hmm
Damn.
This is like an experience. We're all like good still.
Yeah. We're all so scared.
that's so funny. Hey, so I have another story. Right? So basically, next to my old apartments, there's like a farm, right?
Mhm.
So it's a sketchy. Yeah, it's like literally like an abandoned farm, but someone like actually like lives there and works there. It looks abandoned, and he has like dog. He has like dogs, right? So one day we're chilling, and we are like looking at the farm from across the fence. Like, yo, we should go like check it out, you know? Because we thought it was like abandoned. Like we knew someone like lived there, right? But we didn't think he actually used it as a farm, and we didn't know he had dogs, right? They're like Doberman, like scary ass Doberman.
Yeah.
They're hella big. We climb over. We're walking in the field, and we're getting like closer. And we heard dogs barking. We're like, oh no, but they're not coming. We see the guy, he's like hella old and scary. And then we see his dogs are like not on like a chain or loose or anything, and they're like loose and they could run around. And they just start like fucking run. They start running at us, dude. And we're like
Yeah.
fence. And the fence is probably like maybe like third no like a fair like sprint, like a fair distance sprint to get to
Yeah.
it, right?
Mhm.
And the dogs, 2 fucking big ass Dobermans, are just running at us, dude.
Damn.
And then right when we get on the top of the fence, the Dobermans like hit the fence and they almost like get us, bro. It's so scary,
That's like from a movie.
dude. And that farmer, bro, he's hella old, and he's like, "Hey, get off my lawn." The dogs like fucking start running. It's some scary stuff, bro.
Yo, back at my old house, we had a neighbor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his neighbor was hella sus. This guy would mow his lawn every day. Like,
What? Maybe that was his kick or something.
yeah, but okay, so you know how I said like I had people over after school? Well,
Yeah.
after school, like this guy's mowing his lawn like he does every day, and we're bouncing on the trampoline, and we can see him like over the fence, like trampoline, and we're like playing a game. We gotta look at him without him seeing us, and it's like a school shooting, right? And so. And then,
I just get the adrenaline.
so we get the smart idea that we should throw rocks at him, bro.
Oh my
Oh my god. Oh, I have a good story to tell.
And we were bouncing on a trampoline. We just throw rocks, and one rock like landed right in front of the he never saw us though, right? It landed right in front of the lawnmower, and it got stuck in it, right? And it broke. It broke. This guy screams, bro. He's yelling. He's like banging on it, getting to work, bro. We're like laying on the trampoline now, like, what the hell do we do? So throw more rocks over.
So he broke his lawnmower. Did he get a new one?
I don't know, bro, but he stopped mowing his lawn.
That's messed up, dude.
Bro, you burnt a garbage can, bro.
Shut it.
Yo, okay, so
You can't use that on me.
I got a story.
Yeah.
So like, it was my dad's birthday party, right? And he had all of his friends over. They're all drunk. It was like
You have a dad?
2 a.m. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. And
Lucky.
and like all of like his friends' kids are over, and we go ding dong ditching like midday, and we get this
Damn.
lady on the side street, and like we all hide like 10 feet away, right? Like as a joke, and she wasn't there. But right when like she's like the dude that was doing it ran away and hid behind her car, she comes home. She's like, "Hey, you! What are you doing behind my car?" And like she's
Yo.
like, "You keying it? I'm gonna call the police on you." And like instead of like saying something,
Mic
he just
off.
got up and ran. And like everybody,
Mic
like
on.
everybody in their hiding spot got up and ran. And she said she yelled at all of us. And she said, "I'm calling the cops." And then like 30 minutes later, we were like at the park across my street, all of us, and we see this lady taking a picture of us, and like then like we start walking back to our house, and we see her walking to this same old lady, giving her the phone and showing her the picture of us. We were like
Dang.
freaking. We were like,
That's
oh
so funny.
shit, they're gonna
Holy
call the cops on
boogie.
us. We just hid in the house.
Damn.
Eh, It
That's
is
scary.
Yo, I've got another like short story, right? So old
Mic
apartments, of course, you know. I think this was like fifth grade, fourth grade year, and we used to ding dong ditch too, right? So I had like my older friends. Their names were Arthur, Mark, and Eddie. We used to ding dong ditch all the time at night, and but like this one night I didn't go ding dong ditch or anything, and it was just them three. The next morning, like me and Eddie kind of look similar, You could get us like mixed up sometimes, but like he like has darker hair than me. And I'm walking to
on.
like go to the like kind of the middle of the
Mic
apartments where
off.
everyone. And there's this old guy kind of walking towards me, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't want to interact with this guy. So I take a little shortcut and I go to like the right of a bush, and he goes to the left of it. And then he notices me, and he like stops me, and he's like, hey, you were ding dong ditching my house last night. I was like, oh shit. I was like, what the hell? I didn't do that. It was like he was like an old ass
Mic
dude
on.
too.
Damn, that's kind of scary.
Spooky.
Oh, I said spooky too.
Mic off.
I hate
I
when
got a story going back to Diego with rocks. So I was camping with my cousins in the middle of nowhere, like 100 miles from the nearest hospital, and we all wake up really early in the morning to go down to the creek where we skip rocks, and like we're all skipping rocks fine. And then my dad comes and he's like telling me like which rocks to use to skip them farther and stuff. And my cousin is walking out in front of me to go into the water to grab rocks. And
idiot.
so I go to skip another rock, and my dad tells my cousin to go back. And she's like, you know what, I'll do what I want. So then I'm not looking, and I pick up a rock, and I like twirl, spin, and it skips off the water and hits her right above the eye on the eyebrow. And
Dang.
it like busts open. It's bleeding everywhere. And then my aunt and uncle come over, and they're like, "What did you
Mic
do?
on.
What did you do?" And
the
she's
hell?
like, she blames it all on me. And to this day, the only person who ever defends me by saying like I did, like it wasn't all my fault, she stepped in front, is my dad. And like she always blames it all on me. It always comes up every time we see him. You hit me in the face with a rock.
I don't know why Michael just left, but I'm sure he'll be back.
Rip Mike.
Yeah.
Any any other topics we can talk about?
Justin Bieber, eh?
Justin Bieber.
So,
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
Jeremy.
Yeah, the Justin Bieber hair? How was that?
Yeah, so like all three of them past my like eyebrows, and if it was wet, it can go like past my nose. And I always just like flip my hair out of my out of my face, and everyone used to call me Justin Bieber. I got so mad, and like one time, this like new kid got in our class. He dead ass asked me, "Are you related to Justin Bieber?" Like the
Oh my
rest,
God.
like I just did not talk to the guy like the rest of the school year. It made me so mad because I hated him. Like you know,
Yeah, I
all
don't
the
like
like
Justin Bieber either.
young boys didn't like him. You know what I'm saying?
Young boys. Ain't no young boys like him. I had Justin Bieber hair too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did Bobby?
My hair in elementary school was bowl cut.
Oh yeah, let's go, let's go.
But then, like, in 5th grade, I switched it up, and I started doing, like, you know how Justin Bieber used to flick his hair to the side, like, with
Yeah.
his head? I started doing that, and, like, same thing with Jeremy. People would not let it go. Is that Justin Bieber? Oh my god, you must be Justin Bieber. Even
No.
the teachers.
It's kind of sus, bro. Oh, Mike. Michael.
Hello.
Did you ever have
Hi.
Justin Bieber hair?
What happened?
Did you ever have Justin Bieber hair? You're kind of quiet.
Yeah, I have. I have.
You have Justin Bieber hair right now?
No, not right now.
But like, okay, tell us about when you had
Wait, what?
Justin Bieber hair. Tell us about it.
Oh shoot. Okay, so basically, there's these two girls, right? That I was like really good friends with, and when I had Justin Bieber hair, right? So they always told me they're like, "Oh my god, dude! Every time you flip your hair in high school,
Same.
girls fall for you." I was like, "What?" And then so like I like flip my hair, you know what I'm saying? And they like pretend like they're like pretend to fall in love, you know what I'm saying? Like every time. So, and I felt super cool, and I was like, "Hey yo!" And then they look at me, and I just do it, and they're like, "Oh, you feel me?" It
That's
was
hella
hella
funny.
funny.
I just remembered. I have a next topic, but like, you guys remember Inno Jam?
Mhm.
Yeah, bro. That was what's up. That was what's up, bro. My brother, he was so good at it, bro. He had like 12 girlfriends on Animal Jam. I could
Club
tell
Penguin.
he was like cheating on them.
Spin.
Did you guys play Animal Jam? Mike? That's great. He was too busy at school shootings.
What? Yo, okay, so I actually have another story, right? The stories aren't even really good, but it kind of looks crazy. So there's this guy. I don't know if I told you, Diego, but there's this guy, and he was like old, right? But he was like not to the point where he didn't do anything, but he was like kind of like he just looked old, and he always like did stuff with wood. He always made stuff. And one day I was walking home from my friend's house, and I see him like run past. Like no, I walked to my friend's house, right? And then I asked him if he like, oh, you want to hang out? And he's like, oh no, I can't today. So I was like, oh shoot. So I started walking home, but like the old guy when I was walking was like working on something. When I'm walking back, he like runs past me with like a cloth on over his like fingers, And he's like
Damn.
when he was working with like a drill, right?
Yeah.
Not a drill, like a saw, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
And
yeah.
he cut all of his fingers off, dude.
Ugh.
So he has no more fingers.
What the
It's
hell?
crazy.
That
They were like only
sucks.
like hanging on by like flesh,
That's crazy, bro.
it's
I
like
feel
skin.
so bad for people who got like severely injured, like they're paralyzed, stuff like that. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, that's rough. That's
Damian.
hella rough. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That's why mercy killing is good.
yeah.
Damian used to play 2K. It was crazy.
I have a story. I have a story. It's the story of the Bless Boys. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
you there? Were both you there, or like was it just you?
No,
No,
I
I
came
wasn't
later,
there, but
but
I was there
Yeah, you were there afterwards,
in
right?
online presence.
Yeah. Okay. So like, it was me, Connor, Jeremy, and some other mans, right? And
Ugh. We won't discuss that again.
yeah, we went to. We're hungry, right? So we went to Safeway. We're at my house, right? And we went to Safeway and to get some food. And I brought my debit card because my mom paid me $20 to get food, right? So we're at Safeway.
Yeah.
We got food. We got like all the chips, right? And then we get in line. I swipe my card. It's like invalid. So I'm like, okay, let me do my pin again. Probably did it wrong. invalid, invalid, invalid. So he's like, I'm sorry, kids, but no chips for you. And then we're walking out, and this sweet, humble lady, like she doesn't say a word. The guy, the cashier says, "Hey, this lady wants to pay for you guys' food." And damn, bro, she really
That's
pays.
hella lit, dude.
She really pays for her whole food, bro. Like, I'm
No
thinking like
way.
she's the goat, bro. Like what happened in your day to make you feel so good you had to pay for other kids' food, you know? Like, damn, that's
That's
gold right
crazy.
there. I'm thinking like, why can't everybody just be nice, you know?
Mhm. It
Mm-hmm.
would be such a better place. To imagine.
You cut out, Jeremy.
Imagine if there was no.
Oh man.
Imagine if there was no what?
War,
War.
battle.
You keep
War.
cutting out.
He said war. He said war.
Okay.
Imagine if
War?
there was no war.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Imagine if we weren't in debt.
Oh.
Isn't the U.S. like $11 trillion
I thought it
or
was 15
some?
trillion, 16 trillion.
Yeah, 50.
15, 15, 15.
No, wait. I'm gonna check out.
21
That's
trillion?
crazy.
Yo, 21
Dang.
trillion.
Jeez, and
20
climbing.
trillion?
It's
It's
not like we're
actually
getting rid of
climbing.
it.
That's so
That's
dumb.
crazy.
That's so,
Largest debt in the world.
that's so dumb. Well, like,
I
I
thought
watched this video, and it said that nothing would really change if we were in debt.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, we
us,
still
for
spend like
us.
500 or $600 billion on military a
That's like for
year.
NASA. It's like slots more for. Oh wait,
No, NASA only gets like 15 billion, and the military gets way more.
yeah, 590 billion.
Yeah, the
for
military's like
defense.
120 billion.
That's a whole 15% of the federal budget.
And
Wow.
it's not like we're fighting any wars for ourselves. We fight wars for other countries.
NASA is 19.5 billion. But like, yeah, there's no really like, we're not really going anywhere with NASA, you know, unless we colonize the planet. Oop, time to wake up.
yeah, I mean, Mars.
Yeah, unless we colonize the planet, Mars, you know, there's no point, you know.
hmm
And as long as, well, like, I could feel like America trying to get to Mars first, so it's theirs, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
I
we
don't know
did
why.
the moon.
Like, we own the moon. Whoa! America owns the moon. What the hell?
Well, I don't think
Not,
we own the moon. I think we just have a flag on the moon.
yeah.
Crazy.
Why don't we just like everyone just work together to get to Mars? Just easier.
Jeez. We're all worried about getting like to Mars first. Why don't we all
Yeah,
just
everyone's just so
like
self. Actually,
Where are
Yeah.
we gonna get oil from, bro?
what if there's a?
Yo, I feel like people who don't believe aliens exist are hella dumb.
oh,
There has to be.
there's definitely aliens. Like there's this thing that like happened last January. I remember doing a thing in science about it in Miss Irvine's class. But there was a object that resembled a like cylinder shaped ship that flew by the Earth, going like I don't know light speed, and then used the sun to slingshot it out of our solar system. So it wasn't like it was just an asteroid coming through, you know? Like it had trajectory and it knew where it was gonna go.
What? That's
And this
actually
was like
crazy.
this was scientifically proven.
Yeah,
Like it
like
wasn't like fake
NASA.
stuff.
Yeah, NASA reported it.
That's
Yo,
crazy. It used the sun as like a like slingshot.
Yeah.
Damn.
I saw that maneuver in Gravity, or no, not Gravity. The one with Mark Wahlberg. Mars.
Oh
What's that called?
yeah.
They did that in
Yeah, I
that
know what
movie.
you're talking about.
What's that movie called?
Yeah. It's
Mars?
I have no idea what it's called. I think it's just Mars. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro.
it's called The
So you
Martian.
know
It's
why
called
I
The
think
Martian.
there's aliens? You know why I think aliens exist?
Yeah. What's up?
Bro, because the GTA 5 like pyramid thing, you know, on
Yo, that's actually
on like
crazy.
the
Like, there's
mountain.
like a deeper meaning in GTA 5.
No, but no, like aliens. I'd be like, that's actually crazy, you know, to like think about.
Bro, I'm hella
Like
dumb. I said Mark Wahlberg. It's Matt
yeah,
Mark
Damon.
Wahlberg.
yes.
It's Matt Damon. They
Bro,
look the
bro, like Bobby knew
same.
what I was talking about.
You'd be crazy though. Like how like many universes there are, and like
Hmm.
what if we're the only planet out of every single one that has like
That's like
living
You
things.
mean
no way
galaxies?
that
You mean
would.
That's
galaxies? You mean
yeah,
galaxies?
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like that's like impossible. Like
That
no way
is
that we're the
Yeah,
only
no
like
way. There's
ones.
the
no
only one.
way.
Like literally. And that's the thing,
Like
you
they
know.
found an Earth too, like kind of like they
Yeah,
found
I
an
yeah.
Earth,
know. I
like
know.
a thing
Like
that's
They
like
found
almost
so
exactly
many,
like
like
Earth.
thousands,
I know. Like the only.
thousands that could support life.
You know what's crazy?
Eh,
Like everything in the universe has led up to this moment that we're talking. No, not everything in the universe. Everything in our solar system led up to this moment to us talking on a podcast right now. You know what I'm saying? Like everything
Hmm.
led to it. You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
yeah,
crazy. It's crazy.
crazy man,
And the
crazy.
universe is so big, right? This exact
Uh-huh.
same thing's probably happening in an alternate galaxy. You know?
Yeah, where they're
That would
talking
happen.
about what
Yeah.
if
Like
there's other life?
yeah. Like people, bro.
I
I
feel
wonder how
like
many
they know
people are
that
taking
there's
a
other
dump at the
life. You
same
know what I'm
time.
saying?
What'd you say, Michael?
What'd you
Like
say?
I feel like they know that there's other life. You know,
Yeah,
they like already know.
the thing with
If
intelligent, like other intelligent life creatures, is like if aliens visit us, we're in danger because we
yeah,
already
because
know
they're
they're
more
millennium
advanced.
in like
Yeah,
advanced technology. They
they
could
could just
obliterate our
easily
planet
take us all
with a
over,
snap. You
like
know,
literally. They're like the
we would be
Thanos of
screwed if alien life
life.
forms like came to Earth.
We're
Literally,
not
we would be
prepared
their
at all.
slaves.
Like I saw this movie where the aliens came to Earth to educate humans because humans would help them in the future to survive. So and they when they came, they had a language where like one symbol was like a paragraph of speech, and like our language where it takes us like an hour to give a like a long speech, you know what I mean? They could say it in 30 seconds. And when they came
Yeah.
and visited,
That's crazy.
they refused to talk to the humans unless we all work together. Like they said that's the only way that we can advance as a race is if everyone on Earth works together and we stop being so selfish, you know?
Yo.
That's the thing with like intelligence though, you know, like it's like we don't know what we'll like discover in like 50 years. Cause like, do you think like people from 1,000 years ago knew what a car would be like nowadays? You know, like we never
Mm,
know what we'll like discover next, you know? Like it could be
yeah.
so
Yeah, it's
different.
kind of crazy. Like you know how we think that like movies and stuff are like super dope, and they're like never like no way they can get better.
Yeah.
There's like always a way that something can
Yeah,
get
there's
better. You feel me?
always like VR came
Yeah.
out.
It
Like what if
like look at 20 years ago compared to now. Like that's
like
crazy.
when like yeah, like when 3D came out, everybody was like, "What?" And then
Yeah.
like 4K and then like VR. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder what's next, you know?
Yo, imagine a whole movie. Okay. Like all like the animations like and stuff like actually coming out, you know?
Yo. Yo, that's like the next advancement in like movies is augmented reality,
Yeah.
where it just comes to life like around you.
Hmm. That is crazy. What happened to the other two?
What happened?
What happened to the other two peoples?
Bobby's muted and Mike's just not talking.
Yeah, I'm
But
done
like,
talking.
I said something. Me and Mike were talking at the same time, and I said,
Mm.
I wonder how many people are taking a dump right now. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you know
Yeah.
what's even crazier? You know how life, okay, if you don't believe in evolution, you're whack. But like, you know how life like
Yeah.
evolves differently if like
Mhm.
depending on the environment? what if like people in another universe don't even take dumps? You know what I'm saying? What if they don't even breathe air? What if they don't even see with their eyes? You know,
There's,
that's crazy.
what's they see with their penis?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you never know. Like, aliens, people always associate aliens with like a humanoid figure with like a big head and like big eyeballs. But, like,
Mhm.
that's like not at all what they would look like. Or
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
not.
I feel like. What do you
There's like
think they would look like?
infinite
They would look
infinite possibilities.
randomly, like literally. They could look like that. They could look exactly like us. Like it's just solely dependent on chance. You know.
Would we? What if they look exactly like us? Would we still call them aliens?
Yo.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah,
What if they
I
could
think so.
blend
I
in
think
with
so.
us and they're already here?
That would be.
Oh,
Oh
Bobby, why'd you
my
say that,
god.
bro? Are you an alien?
They gave me shivers, bro. They gave me shivers.
Bro.
Oh
Yo, Bobby, are you
god.
an alien?
Are you an alien, Bobby,
Like,
bro? Why would you say that?
maybe I am.
Maybe. What if
I
you
come
are? You don't
from
even
planet X372.
know. But like.
Ugh, man, that's creepy.
That's time to get funky.
I know it's kind of sick to think about, though. You know,
Yeah, like. You guys seen The Matrix?
like
It's like, what if that's happening right now? Like, what if we're to get unplugged and it's like robots are using us as fuel? Or other life forms are using us as fuel? Bro, I,
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that like we're just being controlled and this is all fake. This is all just an illusion.
Yo, you know the asteroid like destroyed all Earth, or like all Earth, all the dinosaurs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That could happen again.
I know.
Like
like
just
any
kill
moment.
everyone like any
'Cause
second,
yeah, we
and
can't do
no one
anything
will
against
no one
it.
can stop it. Like
Literally.
our like technology is not advanced enough.
But
Dude,
like,
people are saying we could make a laser and the laser would get it.
Yeah, what the hell?
what,
But like,
what if like we got so advanced that we couldn't even control it anymore, you know?
mm,
You guys seen the movie where we did this like there's a space station and then eventually aliens start to come and attach to the space station.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
there's like hella movies about that, but like yeah,
Yeah, so think about that, like each time a different race comes, they bring something else to it.
yeah,
And you have to hit a cap at some point, right? Like you can't advance anymore, right?
that's
Yeah, I don't
facts.
see what you just stop.
Like,
There's no more
it's like
advancement.
it's like getting like master prestige in a game.
you just need to stop, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, what if like we're being like Trojan virus right now? Like, what if that happened? Like, an alien life form offered to help us, but they just like use us as like they're like a symbiote. Like, we're
Yeah.
over. That's some whack
you
stuff.
know that.
Going back to conspiracy theories, sorry. Like the asteroid hit like the Earth and all the dinosaurs destroyed, and Adam and Eve were like the only two. And like, what if their pod, like the pod that came in, was the asteroid, and it wiped out everything
Yo,
else on Earth?
it's like the visitor
That's
from
what.
Fortnite.
Yo, Fortnite
Yeah,
equals life.
Let me eat some
Fortnite
Pop
is like
Rocks
the
real quick.
Simpsons.
I'm gonna pop these mini.
Yeah, bro. You got
yeah, I
any
saw
AR
this
ammo?
thing.
About to shoot up a school.
Quick, bro, pop a shield.
White health, 360.
Alright, we're coming up on a minute. I mean, an hour and 5 minutes. Does anyone have some finishing thoughts? Input.
I have another conspiracy theory.
Alright, what's up?
So, I saw this online. So think about the dinosaurs end, right? An asteroid hits Earth, okay? Shouldn't everything be gone? But then, like, they're all reptiles, but out of nowhere, all these mammals just they're just there, right? And
Yeah.
then over the years, evolution, right?
Yeah.
Then humans become a thing.
Yeah.
But there's like a gap. I don't understand
How does everything
how
just like
they could
pop
survive.
in? Like, how does it just like all of a sudden happen?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I was gonna say something.
So one of the conspiracy theories is that aliens brought mammal life from a different planet to here, and like we aren't meant to be here. We're like the byproduct of somewhere in a different galaxy.
Do you guys feel like animals less superior than us are jealous? Like, no, wait, never mind. I take that back. Because, like, think about it. They were, like, born in that situation. Like, to them, us slaughtering them is just their life. Like, they have nothing else to, like, grasp onto. You know, it's like they're prisoners of us.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like,
I just-
what if 3,000 years from now, chimpanzees are like a different race on this earth?
Probably. Well, we don't really have
That's
Jack
weird.
to do an outro. So,
I'll do
Yeah.
that. Right now,
yeah.
thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed, like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time.